For Zach Hyde, it's a story of overcoming adversity. The four-year star was a constant in the John Jay lineup until he wasn't. It all happened in September 2018 when, during workouts, Hyde heard a pop in his knee and knew it wasn't good. It was a torn ACL, and for the first time in his career, that star was falling.
You go through a whole plethora of emotions, and you really just don't. For a couple days I was lost. I lost a season on top of that.
We take it back to the beginning of the journey. A freshman from South Carolina, Hyde was drawn to John Jay because of his interest in criminal justice, and after committing, he took flight.
When you compare sports to academics, and this was one of the perfect fits, and I sent an email, and about 15 minutes later I got a response from Coach Joe, so he was the first one that showed interest, so I kind of rolled with that.
As a high school player, we really didn't get to see him much, but after the fact we were able to make contact with him and convince him to come north and be a part of John Jay Athletics and convince him that he was going to be the cornerstone to hopefully bring us a championship in a couple of years.
He garnered the John Jay Male Rookie of the Year award in 2015 and was named a CUNYAC and ECAC All-Star, as well as being named the John Jay Male Athlete of the Year in 2017. It was all coming together for Hyde.
Both in the classroom and on the field, he's been a valuable asset to not only our team, but our department. He's a scholar athlete. He's our nominee for Male Scholar Athlete of the Year for John Jay.
I think that was really a breakout year for me. I kind of matured and started to come into my own. I got stronger, I got faster, I got bigger, and that was really key for me, and I think it all came together. I finally got to be back on a field, not taking breaks altogether, played in the summer, and I think my junior year was really a year that put me in a great position to continue on to what would have been my senior year.
Then it all fell apart.
I was working out, and it was one of those injuries I just planted wrong and just felt a pop and knew something wasn't right. A lot of swelling, a lot of bruising, so I went to the hospital, and then they set me up with an orthopedic to go get an MRI. My orthopedist told me that I probably wouldn't be playing a sport for a while, if ever again. I remember actually a really vivid point. I was about 3 weeks in, and I was on crutches, and they were like, all right, let's try and walk. And they took the crutches away, and I went, and you're still locked in the brace, and I went to kind of take a step, and I just fell. And at that point, I kind of realized, I thought to myself, I may not ever be who I was before. And for people that don't know, I love sports, so at that point, I was like, maybe I'm just meant to go on with my life and go get a job and get this and get that. But I really got to credit to my family members and my support cast who, would come into my room and be like, listen, it's going to be all right.
And it would be all right. More than all right, in fact. Hyde stormed back into the lineup and took the conference by force, most notably when he hit 3 home runs at CCNY on April 5th and smacking another long ball on senior day on April 20th against Lehman.
It was great. I think it was definitely a tearjerker for my mom, because she was there the whole way from the second I got diagnosed with a torn ACL to the surgery to driving me to rehab when I couldn't drive. It was one of the best moments of my career, I could say. I think I've only had one better than that. She got to see me hit a walk-off home run in a state championship game in high school, so that, I think, other than that. But after everything we went through this past year, I think it really was icing on the cake, and as I was rounding third, Coach Joe said it best, it was meant to be.
It will be a senior season to remember for Hyde, who slugged 4 home runs and 23 RBIs, as well as stealing 33 bases and becoming the first John Jay baseball player to win the Conference Player of the Year since James DeCesar in 2006.
It means a lot, especially to come and from my freshman year when we won 5 games to kind of put us back on the map, because I know a lot of those records are pretty old. So for me to be able to put my name in the record books and to eventually show my kids one day and my grandkids one day, it means the world, and to just show my family that everything, all the hard work I put in really mattered.
He's just above and beyond, I think, a great person, a great teammate. I'm proud to be able to have coached him for the past 4 years, and I'm excited for what's to come for the rest of his life. And I think down the road, as part of our alumni, and I think hopefully down the road, maybe there's a chance down the road that he can get into our Hall of Fame. I think his numbers do speak for themselves.